All right, the world is buzzing about Princess Diana's death among new reported conspiracy claims that her death was not an accident. British police said yesterday they're looking into information, but it's not a reinvestigation. Diana's death has been examined over and over since her car crash in 1997. A French investigation in 1999 found her driver was drunk. In 2004, the British police opened their own investigation called Operation Paget. It reported its findings in 2006, saying there was no conspiracy. Then, in 2008, an official inquest finished with a jury finding Princess Diana was unlawfully killed because of the actions of her driver and the paparazzi following her. Now, 5 years later, police are looking at this case again. Royal biographer Mark Saunders, who has watched this case closely, joining me now from London. Good to see you, Mark. Again, hi. British police are not revealing anything about the information, just that it is, quote, scoping information that has recently been received, end quote. But British media is reporting the information may relate to a plot involving British military. Does that sound plausible to you?
Well, obviously, I mean, yes, it sounds plausible. There's a long history of collusion between the military and the SIS, the Secret Intelligence Service. But in terms of the assassination of Princess Diana, it's just not feasible that they would have carried out such an act. I mean, you mentioned Operation Paget. That was one of the most intensive investigations ever carried out in this country. And no matter how you looked at it, no matter what angle you looked at the conspiracy theories from, you just came up against a brick wall. It's just not possible that the intelligence services or right-wing death squads acting at the behest of the Duke of Edinburgh or any of the other nonsense that we got from Mohammed Fayed at the inquest, it's just not possible that any of it is true. And it's been proved twice now by the French and the British.
So what do you suppose this scoping information is?
I understand that a dossier was given to Scotland Yard from the SIB, the Special Investigations Branch of the military police, and the information was passed on to them from the in-laws of a serving soldier. Now, everybody is pretty much in the dark as to what this actual information was. The story originally broke in the Sunday People newspaper over here. Now, the Sunday People, their sources are usually impeccable, and certainly it does appear that some information has been given to Scotland Yard, which they are now looking at. And we eagerly wait and anticipate what this information can be. But I really don't think there's going to be any reopening of any investigations because of it.
And anything about the late Princess Diana is fascinating worldwide. But what is this kind of reporting, this bit of information about, scoping information being looked over by the British police? What is that doing to people there in London?
Well, I mean, I'm in my 40s now, and as long as I've been alive, every 4 or 5 years, there's been another documentary, another book about the assassination of John Kennedy. And to some extent, Diana is rapidly becoming the new Kennedy. I mean, it's just continuous. It doesn't stop. More theories, more allegations. I mean, I think about William and Harry. You know, older viewers of CNN will remember when Diana died. I was pretty much in the front line then, and I was arguing passionately that all of this is affecting the boys. All of this nonsense that we talk about, conspiracy theories, assassinations, it's affecting William and Harry. They were very young children then, and they've grown up with it. And every time they think they're out, they get pulled back in again. I mean, we've just celebrated William's first child. You know, a couple of years ago, we were celebrating the wedding. It all kind of moved on. But yet again, we're dragged back into the more allegations, more conspiracy theories, and it must hurt the boys. As far as the British public go, yeah, there's I think muted interest. People are sort of waiting to see now what has Scotland Yard got to say about this new information, and it has been heavily reported here.
All right, Mark Saunders, thank you so much. Appreciate your insight there from London.